Okay, before I get into the point of this video, I have one question for you guys. Can I ask you guys something? Okay, let me set this camera real quick. I'm gonna ask you guys this question. It's the same question that my teacher asked me about this. And yes, wait. Okay, so the question is, between the morning and the evening, which one you guys think it's come first? You guys can take a time. Between the morning and the evening, which one do you think it's come first? You guys know the answer, right? Okay, now let's hold on to that answers. And now let's see what is the best and beautiful thing that I found from this question. Yes, my teacher asked me this. So that time when I go into into his live stream, and he's telling us, it blew my mind about this beautiful story. And yes, let me read these beautiful bedtime stories for you real quick. I won't waste your time, I promise. Yes. So he's reading the book of Genesis to me, and he's explaining about the morning and the evening and the different perspective between the world, between us, and between God. And it was very beautiful. Okay, so he's starting in chapter 1. He's saying, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Verse 2, the earth was without form and void. And I want you guys to highlight this. And darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And then God said, let there be light. And there was light. Maybe 3 verses might be enough. But here's in verse 5, it was the answers to the question that I has asked you in the first. And God called the light day, and darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. What do you guys get from this? This is what my pastor, he read this to me, and I got nothing. Maybe I feel like there's nothing new. My pastor said, pay attention to verse 5. Why did God say the evening first and then the morning? He said, and the evening and the morning were the first day. What? Is that the difference between this? So my pastor say, so what is the belief of the world right now? The world tell us that it comes morning first and then it evening, right? And then I was like, yes. What else? And he's telling me, but why did God say the evening and the morning? Why does he doesn't say like and the morning and the evening? Have you ever think about that before? Why does God say the evening first and then the morning? Why does not he say and the morning and the beginning? It's just like all switch up. And then I'm starting to get curious about that, and I'm asking him, why? Why does he telling us dark first and then the light? Even in the chapter 1, it first tell us about earth was full of darkness, and then he said, let there be light. It's the same that evening and then the morning comes. And then my pastor told me this beautiful explanation. He's telling me, well, what did the world taught us all of the time? It starts with the morning and it ends with the evening, which is the night, right? But no, in God's world, it does not start with the morning. It does not start with the light. It always starts with darkness. Even in the beginning in Genesis, it was all darkness, and then he commands the light to come in the end. You guys, it makes sense, right? And then okay, in God's world, the reason why he tells us that it comes the evening first and then it ends up in the morning, because he's asking me, when was the time that you meet God? Be honest. Do you meet God when you are at the happiest? Do you meet God when you are the most happy, the most high? And I was like, no, I meet him at the lowest point of my life. The same, he meets you at the darkest point. So that's why in his world, it first begins in the dark. He meets you at this point, and then you start to find the light at the end. It's just the same when you live the life. If you realize this truth, you will start to live peacefully, because you will start to appreciate the light, because you remember the darkest time that he is with you. Because God always meets us at the darkest moment. It's not just like he is a bad person who just like to let you be in this, but because he loves you so much, to not be arrogant, but to be humble, that you, all of the glory that you have in this life right now, is because of that darkest time where he comes to help you. All of that darkness. Beautiful, right? Even in the Genesis, in 3 verses, 1, 2, 3 in chapter 1, it tells us at the first that it always feels dark all the time, but it always ends up in the light. And that was keep me going. It was my teacher and my pastor has told me this beautiful message. And yes, it's Jesus, and he loves you very much. And yes, I want you to receive this beautiful knowledge, to not forget that, okay? So that you could be thankful all of the time. When you have the most happiest point at your life, I just want you to remember that all of that, you can get to this point because of that dark time. Don't forget to be thankful for that. And when you get to the dark time again, be thankful that God is always with you. Because all things are possible with God. And yes, if God is all you have all you need. And if you are worried about anything in your life, cast out all of your anxieties on him, because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7. Yes, Jesus loves you.